Uh, Tonight was a good practice. Our guys had a lot of energy. We started installing some game plan stuff, and I think our kids were real excited and really had an overall good spirited practice.
How much of a whirlwind has it been for you the last several days?
Yeah, probably the last 48 hours have probably been, probably the most busy in my life. I mean, there's a lot going on, and trying to juggle two hats and trying to do a good job with both. But it's a very exciting time, and I feel very blessed to have this opportunity.
You know, when you announced that you would coach through the bowl game, and you said it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Could you kind of expand on that? I mean, why you felt it was a...
Well, first of all, the experience here at Auburn has been a great experience for me and my family. It's 3 of the best years of our life. I mean, being a part of the Auburn family and being able to coach these kids, and I just really want us to go out on a high note and try to win that 8th game, and very close to our players, and just feel like it's the right thing to do. And I'm very happy that Coach Chiswick allowed me to do that.
I mean, how tough was this kind of a decision? Like you said, it's the best 3 years ago. I mean, how tough was the decision to kind of leave this place?
Yeah, this is a hard place to leave. Probably the last year and a half, I started getting the itch to be a head coach, and just kind of opened up and looked at some opportunities. And I said a long time ago that right place, right time, and that was definitely the right place and right time. Arkansas State. But it was hard. It's hard to leave these kids. It's hard to leave these coaches. I'm extremely close to our coaching staff, and it was tough to leave. But at the same time, I'm very excited to be a head coach at this level and to be head coach at Arkansas State.
Did it
How
have
tough
any
is it?
relationship with Dean Lee? Did that sort of figure into it?
There's a lot of factors. That was one of them. I mean, I know exactly who he is, and he told me his goal and his vision for the place, and it matched up. So I'm very familiar with him.
How tough is it right now, just juggling? I guess your plate's pretty full.
Yeah, just doing the duties there the last 2 days, and trying to get a grip on recruiting and start thinking about a staff and just trying to meet players and all that, and then flip the switch and come back here and just do the best job I possibly can for these kids and for all.
Did Gene try to convince you or talk to you at all about staying on another year, or did he respect that this is what you wanted to do?
Well, I'll tell you this, Gene Chiswick's been great to me, and I consider him one of my closest friends. And the last year and a half, we've talked a lot about a lot of different jobs, and he's been very patient and great for me, and he's happy that I'm head coach. And but he wanted me to stay on and coach the bowl game, and that meant a lot to me.
Are there any Auburn graduate assistant coaches going with you?
Yeah, we named Rhett Lashley, former Auburn GA here as our offensive coordinator. He's going to do a great job, and there could be a few more.
How important was it to you to get Rhett?
Very, yeah, very. When I was at Arkansas, he was my right-hand man, and of course here at Auburn, he was definitely my right-hand man. And just, I know what I'm getting. He knows the offense like the back of his hand, and I feel very confident that he can take the offense and allow me to be a head coach and do what head coaches need to do.
Getting a lot of people calling you and say, I want to work for you?
Yeah, my phone's it's froze up 2 or 3 times just with the volume of texts and email and calls.
Have you had a chance to kind of talk to the players here and go through your decision on it? How did that kind of go?
Yeah, the thing about this college football is things happen so quick, and I made a decision to take the job late the other night, and I called a couple on the phone, but it was the first time to get in front of them today, and it was very emotional for me. I get very close to my players, and just told the guys that my decision, how it came about. Just told them that I love them and appreciate them, and we're going to finish this thing the right way.
Clint talked about the other day at practice that even though you weren't there, they had to tuck his shirt in, and they got in a little scuffle and they didn't get in. He said you were there. I mean, when you hear a guy talk about that, what's that make you feel like?
Yeah, I did hear about it, and I just told them our standard. The next couple of weeks will be the same, but those guys, that they know the expectations, and they've been a joy to coach and a lot of fun.
It's interesting. The athletic director said he drove all the way to Auburn to talk to you.
Yeah.
I guess that had to make you feel pretty good that he was willing to do that 16-hour drive?
Yeah, he did, and like I said, we had a talk, and I just kind of listened to his goal and his vision of the program, and it matched up with mine, and a chance to go back home and a chance, a place to reach your goals and your dreams as far as head coach goes.
Gus, you talked on Tim Brando's show today about the video with your wife. Just talk about the effect that's had on you and her.
Well, anytime you're in the public eye, a lot of things can happen. Christy has been a great coach's wife, and I would not be where I'm at today. And I'm behind her 100%. She's behind me 100%, and we're a team.
It's been mentioned that video might be part of the reason you didn't get some of the more high-profile jobs. I mean, do you feel like that weighted at all?
Well, I'll just tell you this. Over the last year and a half, there's been a lot of jobs come open. And I said the right place and the right time. And from a coach's standpoint, we look at it different than probably the media or fans do. A certain job may look really good to certain people, but we got to ask ourselves, is it a place that you can recruit and you're familiar with? Okay, obviously Arkansas is that for me. Is it a program on the rise? And Arkansas State is definitely a program on the rise. They won 10 games, have a chance to win 11. And so the foundation is set. And I'm a dreamer, and I'm into building things. Think about when I came here, offensively, we were needing improvement, and I really wanted to dream big, and we were able to do some things offensively. Well, same thing is set up as far as the head coach goes, and I really think we can do special things at Arkansas State, and I'm really excited about it.
How important is it for you to have a really good offensive game to kind of send these guys out and yourself out on the high note?
Yeah, very, and I want to do it for the Auburn family too. And like I said earlier, it's one of the best experiences of my life to be here, and I really want to go out and send our guys out on a positive note. I'm going to do everything in my power to do that.
Is it true they're getting you a house and that John Brady is your neighbor?
Yeah, I think he is my neighbor. I got a chance to meet him the other night. Seems like a very energetic guy.
Have you been working on your howling?
No, but they did some. I got to get used to it. I had to be careful. I almost yelled out a couple War Eagles. I had to catch myself, but it's real exciting time.
Do they have like a greeting when you pass each other, or do they just howl at each other?
Everything happened so quick, I really couldn't tell you. Probably in a couple more weeks, I'm going to tell you more.
Do you like your Malzahn nickname?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I'm open to whatever, right now. Just, but the thing about it, the thing that stood out to me is they got some passionate fans, and they're extremely excited. And you can just sense the tone there that something special is about to happen, and that's what's exciting for me.
Gus, you talked directly to Kyle. I mean, he came here. You guys had a relationship for a long time. You kind of talked to him.
Yeah, to talk to him and just try to encourage him. He's going to be fine. Kyle Frazier's a champ. He's a winner. He's going to be very successful here, and he's going to be able to reach all his goals and dreams. And like I said, I get close to my players, and they're going to do well, and they're going to have great futures.
Anything else? All right.
You said you called a couple of them the night you made the choice. Was he one of the ones that you called that night?
Yes.
Yeah.